Hello, everybody. Welcome back again to Microsoft Flight Simulator. We are again continuing with another training session in this simulator, this time with another training which is attitudes and instruments. If you have missed my first tutorial on basic controls, please check out the link above. Let's go again with another tutorial. Let's click on this and let's proceed further. This time again in Sedona, Arizona, with the same Cessna 152, and let's click the link here, fly. Alright, there are 6 to 7 modules in this training, and I really love Cessna 152 because of its simplicity and easy to learn capability for all the pilots in the world. And I also wanted to become a pilot in future, so that's the reason I am really interested in learning the techniques to fly and about the basic instruments. We will be covering airspeed indicator, attitude indicator, altimeter, turn and slip indicator, heading indicator, etc. So let's click.
Today we're talking about attitudes of flight,
Okay.
how your plane is oriented relative to the horizon. If you look outside, you can see the cockpit is just about 4 inches below the horizon line.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're
These are the
flying
4
straight
inches.
with a decent rate of speed. This is the cruise attitude. Let's see how it reads on your instruments.
Alright. Right, it says to focus on instruments, press Control 1. Let's press Control 1.
Take a look at
Alright.
the attitude indicator. As the name implies, it shows your current attitude. The white line is the horizon, with the sky above and the ground below. That orange element in the middle, aligned with the horizon, that's your plane. Just like we saw outside, our current attitude reads pretty much straight and level. Okay, now let's see how much power the engine's generating. Check your tachometer.
Alright.
Looks like we're pushing around 2,300 revolutions per minute. Combined, attitude and engine RPMs translate to aircraft performance.
This is 2300.
Which
Get
leads
this.
us to your airspeed indicator.
Alright, again.
Now,
here.
last but not least,
This is
check
this-
your altimeter. To figure out your altitude, you always want to read the small needle first.
Right.
That's how many thousands of feet up you are. Then on to the big needle for the hundreds.
Yeah. So this is 6,000 feet. This is roughly around 90
With our
knots.
current attitude and power output, we're holding a speed of 90 knots and a
Yeah,
stable
that's-
altitude of 6,000 feet.
Absolutely.
But that's about to change. Take the stick when you're ready.
Alright.
Pull
Let's
back
take this.
slightly on the yoke to raise the nose just above the horizon line.
Okay.
About 2 inches.
Okay.
Make sure you don't pitch up too much, or
Yeah.
the angle will be too steep to create lift. And without enough lift, we'll stall.
Okay.
Alright, go full throttle and start climbing.
Okay. Full throttle.
Welcome to the climb attitude.
Alright, thank you.
See how it shows up on your attitude indicator and tachometer? According to your altimeter, we're gaining altitude,
Yeah.
but we're losing airspeed even at full throttle, proving you can't avoid basic physics while making a climb.
Yeah, right.
Okay, before we go on, let's get back to a cruise attitude.
Okay.
Ease up on the yoke and aim your nose just below the horizon. Then
Okay.
throttle back down to 2,300 RPMs.
Okay. Let's throttle back to 20.
Nice job. We're now set up with the same attitude and power we had at the top of our lesson. Next up is the descent attitude. Start by reducing your RPMs to 1,800.
Alright, let's
Then
reduce the
drop the
RPM.
plane's nose a bit
1800.
further below the horizon.
Let's see. This is the 1800 RPM reduced. Aim aircraft nose further below the
As
horizon.
expected, with the nose
Okay.
down attitude, our altitude is decreasing while our speed is picking up.
Yep. Look at the speed increasing.
Why don't you get us back to a cruise attitude and we'll hit the last part of our lesson.
Okay, let's increase the throttle back to 2300. Just no, just below the horizon. Okay. Oh, it's
There we go.
okay.
Now that we know how to cruise, climb, and descend, let's talk about the turn attitude.
Okay.
Gently pull the yoke left or right to start rolling the plane.
All right, let's pull the yoke to left. All right.
If you take a look outside, you can see how our attitude's changed, but you can also check your instruments for the details. As a general rule, you always want to keep your turns under 30 degrees. At the top of your attitude indicator, there's a series of notches representing 10 degrees each. Use them to control your roll. Notice the more you turn, the more you need to pull back on the yoke to maintain altitude. When you're rolling out, you'll need to do the opposite. Roll and push at the same time. The more you know about the main attitudes of flight, the closer you get to that pilot state of mind. So keep practicing, and whenever you're done, pass me the controls.
Okay. Let's do this once again. And let's pass on the control. Now. All right.
Thanks, I've got control now.
Thank
Well
you.
done.
Alright guys, thank you very much for watching this video. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.